Shooting a free throw might seem like one of the easiest parts of basketball. It's literally a straight shot that's uncontested. Well, according to the NBA 2016-2017 free throw leaderboard on ESPN's website, there are only 4 players in the NBA who shot over 90% from the free throw line. That's not very many. I've personally been playing basketball since I was 6 or 7 years old, so I'd like to share my steps and a few tricks that I think help make me successful from the free throw line. First, we're going to talk about alignment and routine. Next, arm and hand technique. And finish with body rhythm and follow through. Alignment is really important when you step up to take a free throw. If you're right-handed, you want your right leg in line with the basket, and if you're left-handed, your left leg. This will just ensure that everything's in one straight line and the shot can be made in one fluid motion. Also, a free throw is so much about muscle memory, practice, and repetition. So it's important that when you go out there, you have your own personal routine that you do each time, and it'll just help make it thoughtless, and it'll just have your body take over. For example, I do 2 dribbles and then go straight into my shot. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as it's something that you've practiced, that you've committed to memory, and that's easy for you. Next, we're going to talk about arm and hand techniques. I'm sure everybody's been told to tuck in that elbow, but it really is important. It goes back to keeping everything in one straight line so you can have the shot in one fluid motion. If you have weird angles or elbow movement, who knows where the ball could go, but if it's in one straight line, that helps a lot. Also, you want to make sure that it's your fingertips touching the ball, not your palm. The key to a good shot in basketball is a soft flick, and if that ball's resting on your palm, it's hard to do that, but if it's resting on your fingertips, you can really get that soft touch. As far as your other hand, you just want that to be a guiding hand. It really shouldn't affect your shot at all. This goes for any shot in basketball, but it's no different for the free throw, and it's things you really want to focus on. Finally, we're going to talk about body rhythm and follow through. It's really important that in any shot, your power comes from your knees. If you try to shoot with all the power coming from your arms, you could put too much power, might not have enough power, you might end up pushing the basketball. You don't want to do that. So you want to get all that power from your knees. And what I like to do is carry that movement from my knees all throughout my body. So what I do is bend my knees and then I carry that whole motion throughout my body all the way to my fingertips. It just helps create a really nice natural flow. So here, I'll demonstrate that. You just bend and then you carry that bend all throughout your body to your fingertips. So then you get to your fingertips, and this has to do with that soft flick I was talking about. You want to have a nice follow through. So once you get to that fingertips, you just want to break that wrist and keep a nice follow through. This will just ensure that you have that nice soft touch on the ball. You want to keep that follow through up until you see the ball go through the basket. In conclusion, I'm going to wrap up all these things together. So you want to get up to the free throw line and align your legs correctly. Next, you want to do that routine that you decided on. For me, the 2 dribbles. I've got my elbow tucked in, I've got my fingertips on the ball, and I've got my guide hand up. Then I'm going to bend my knees and allow that motion throughout my whole body until it gets to my fingertips, and then do the flick and follow through. I hope some of these tips will bring you success from the free throw line as well.